it's time for MySmorgasbord.com's K-pop music review. Today's video, B.A.P Stop It.
Now, of course, I had high expectations for this video because when your group is B.A.P, Best Absolute Perfect, I'm going to hold you to the highest of standards. But then when the video opened up and I saw that the blonde look was back, I was like, oh, it's not B.A.P Best Absolute Perfect, it's B.A.P Blonde's Door Peroxide. So I was like, no.
Well, can I say I am happy to see Naruto-kun and his shadow clones come back again. I know we all know them as B.A.P, but you know, I've had some suspicions when they first debuted that they may be something else. I mean, they were all blonde and they just all looked like each other. I mean, it wasn't like the old adage of saying that all Asians look alike. I mean, they all really looked alike. And so it made me believe, like, you know, this is Naruto-kun and his shadow clones. And come to think of it, Naruto, if you ever watch it, he would call himself B.A.P, wouldn't he? Best Absolute Perfect, right? Something to think about, isn't it? And we all know who the real Naruto-kun is.
Now, they all look great as blondes, but it makes it more difficult in like connecting with them because you're like, I like the blonde one. Now, in this video, there's a lot going on. Anytime you see tails coming out, and not just small cute tails, but extra long kangaroo-looking tails, you know you're in for an interesting experience, especially if you have to break down concepts and try to understand and figure out between the random yes-styled outfits that they're wearing, why a tail suddenly appears in the mix. You know you're going to have a good video.
So we see this demon dinosaur come walking up and mysteriously his tail is gone from the second frame of this shot where he is trying to follow his lady love. So he's trying to follow her, entice her, trying to hide, see if she sees him.
From the very first outfits, I thought the video was very Chris Brown inspired. You see his Sweet Love video with the extra bedazzled studded jackets. I was like, oh, they got the same stylist for the B.A.P videos. Being hit by a car for your tragic love triangle. Again, you have a Chris Brown video next to you with Justin Bieber. If you see a person suddenly appearing in a ghost-like form or a non-earthly form but then disappearing, but the other person doesn't know they're there or they're vaguely aware of their presence, again, you have a Chris Brown video. So I was like, wow, they're either very influenced by Chris Brown or this is like a subliminal message to Chris Brown. One thing that did stand out to me in a mixed feeling kind of way was the room where they did the photo shoot and the room where they're wearing the caramel camel colored studded outfits. They were so blasted out lighting wise, makeup wise, outfit wise that they kind of had ghost looks. Their skin was so white, like the bright lights in the background, the light outfits. It really sold a message of like ghost or just intensity.
So he follows her from there onto her workplace, which is the classroom. I think it's like a GED class or something because the guy in the back with this leather jacket is clearly older than the rest of the class. Like, he's so old. It's not even funny. Everybody else just kind of, you know, partying around and whatnot, and they're just being rowdy. I'm seeing you. Oh yeah. Of course, we only see his eyes and not the teacher's face, and so our dinosaur demon doesn't like that, so he bumps their heads together. Then he follows his lady love onto the street after work, and he gets tossed out by suitor number one, who tosses him out through his bouquet of flowers, and he gives it to her, which is always a lovely gesture from a guy to give to a woman. And the note usually says, you know, be mine, Valentine, sweet love, I love you, I like you, etc. No, this says, this is you. That's all it says. It says, this is you. Like, this is you. This is you. Although the flowers that he gave her aren't as pretty as these. He goes, this is you. This is you. Anyways, so our dinosaur demon decides he doesn't like that very much. And so he proceeds to throw a rock and throws it at the glass. Which, it cuts to them just looking at the glass even before it shatters. Proceeds to blow right into the flowers. And you're expecting it to be on fire, right? Oh no. Oh no. This is Gangnam. So it's just like half. It's not even half baked. It's like subpar baked. It looks like, you remember those 5th grade projects where we had to actually do like the Bill of Rights or whatever, or make a letter that's pretend it was like the 1800s and you had to put it into tea. That's what this note looks like. It looks just like they just poured it into tree and just fringed a little bit just to make it look like it was burned.
Let's go to the flash dance chair scene. Now, this was a sudden turn of events because I did not expect flash dance references from B.A.P. When they're in the room together and she's grabbing his tail, it went from cute 101 to sensual, sexy, master's degree. Especially when she grabbed his tail, whatever you want that to represent. I expected him to suddenly do a flash dance style pose in that chair just to be like, whoa, because you see his face afterwards when she grabs the tail. It definitely sent a lot of mixed signals too, because it seems like the girl wasn't into him, but then she was into him. I didn't know if that was playing with the lyrics of the song, but it made the video more confusing concept-wise. What I did expect as it progressed into that chair scene was for rain to suddenly fall from the ceiling, sky, inside the room to complete that flash dance sequence.
She kind of circles around him and grabs his tail and all of a sudden electrocutes him. I think she might have gotten the power from FX.
Not a lot going on storyline-wise here, and when it is, it becomes increasingly confusing. I follow it, I get it, but I'm not necessarily sold on it.
First of all, if he's supposed to be a demon, it was really unclear because there's this tail out of nowhere that shows up like twice. I don't really understand why that tail was there in the first. It just looks more like he's a Bangosaurus Rex. I mean, it just looks like a dinosaur rather than a demon. I mean, put some devil horns. And if she's supposed to be an angel, why is it that she doesn't have any angel wings? I mean, I don't know any other angels besides Victoria's Secret angels that wear button-down t-shirts. And even that, they wear bras. And even they wear angel wings. I mean, they don't have just a button-down shirt. And as far as I know, when I've read the Bible, I don't know any angels who electrocute people.
Other things that stood out to me in this video is that it had an underlying kind of horror theme. I know he's supposed to be playing the demon and giving a feel that she's an angel, but it came off a little bit creepy, stalkerish kind of feel. But it was a cute, creepy stalker. If anyone would have one, it would be that kind of style.
Then there's the fact that nobody else saw this devil demon, but the driver did, apparently. I don't know. I don't get that. Like, if he's supposed to be this ghost, why is it that the driver was the only person who could see him? Wouldn't he have been dead then? I don't know. Overall, I liked the song. I thought it was cute and fun and upbeat, and I definitely enjoyed listening to it. However, the video is just a little weird and it's just cutesy for me because I've been so used to seeing B.A.P as this in-your-face, gung-ho, no-holds-bar kind of band. I hope this is not a permanent shift from their image because I definitely like the bad boy image. I even prefer it, even though their name has been so synonymous to narcissism to me. But they've started to grow on me. I do like their bad boy image overall versus this cutesy image. I hope it's not permanent.
I like the dynamic between the guys in the group. They really were very playful, very cutesy, very flowery, and for people who are not familiar with B.A.P, I think that will draw them in, but it also makes them feel kind of generic for the K-pop boy groups, where if you look at their previous work, you'll see that that isn't so much their image. I don't know if this is a new direction, but I would like them to keep that standard of being best absolute perfect and kind of push the boundaries more so. My closing thoughts, I liked the video overall. I felt for the confusing parts in the last scenes they brought everything together with the flashback. It was very sentimental, very nicely done, but I don't fully understand the ending in the sense, did he die? Is he living? Did she know that he loved her? It raised a lot of questions.
So that was our review for B.A.P's video, Stop It. If you'd like to see more and or want to share your thoughts on this review, just make sure to comment on this video below.
Check out our other reaction videos on our website, www.mysmorgasbord.com, and subscribe. Check out our other videos on our YouTube channel. Thank you. Bye, guys.
Thanks for watching. Have a backtastic day.